What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, got a new Sweden video that I came across. My guy Evan Thomas, I believe he's American, and his girlfriend or wife, could be his wife, are she's Swedish, and I believe they live in Sweden. So this is 10 things Americans love about Sweden, or maybe what he loves. I mean, he's there. But we finna check this out, so y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Send down those recommendations. Let's see. Let's check this out.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
This video is going to be 10 things Americans, or the 10 things this American loves about Sweden. The last video we did was 10 things I hate about Sweden.
Or that you feel frustrated about.
Sort of like frustrated me. But to be fair, we're going to do 10 things I love about Sweden because I really do like it here. For such a small country, it is like such a big impact on the world. The famous musicians that come out of here, the international companies like Volvo and Spotify, the Swedish ideals that come out of this small country. It's known internationally. Name another country of 10 million people that so many people know about or can associate with. I think it's a pretty great place. So here are 10 things Americans, or 10 things this American loves about Sweden. So this is a little thing relatively, but I had never seen this in America. I don't think this exists in America, but this is like Swedish ingenuity, Swedish like engineering marvel. And it's the thing that divides food on the conveyor belt at a store checkout. So Swedes know exactly what I'm talking about. Americans have no clue what I'm talking about. At a supermarket, when you check out and pay, the food goes down the conveyor belt. Instead of just kind of accumulating at the end, getting stacked up, and then the next person's food coming and getting stacked up, there's a little arm that swings open and guides the food into one channel or into the other channel.
Oh.
And that way, the food from the person behind you doesn't get mixed up. When I saw this, I just thought, how have we not thought of this? Like, how does America not have this?
We did Willie's. I need to check out this store. This look pretty nice. But one of our stores used to have, they don't have it no more, but they used to. I have seen this before in America, but it was one store. But yeah, he's right though, because we just let that thing pile up. Or usually if somebody's there, they ring it up and put it in. But we do, there is a store. I don't know. I know for me personally, in my town, one grocery store used to have it where they had the two sides. Then, I think this could get a lot of grocery faster. It could.
A really small little thing. It's something that America doesn't have. Thing number 2 I love about Sweden are these little stickers that you take when you get to a store.
The numbering.
The number Q. I don't. Is there like a word for it? If you know the word for it, leave it in the comments below. What is it in Swedish? Nummerlapp. So let's say you go to the bank. Let's say you go to the post office. Let's say you go to the police station. Any sort of store, like a bakery, whatever. When you get there, you pull this little tape out, and it has a number on it, and that correlates with the number on the wall, and that's the number that is being served.
Yeah, you just take your number, then you can walk around in the store, maybe get some other groceries or whatever you're doing. Just look around, and then when you just see your sign or your number on the sign, you just like, okay, I'm next.
Actually, the only place
DMV.
There is a place that does in America, in Santa Monica, Bay City Delis.
Bay City.
You take a number. And
see, we only do that at the DMV when you like getting your license and stuff like that. Then people come. I mean, everywhere else, like we don't pull numbers at all.
Is that next to the Vons?
It's next to the Vons on Lincoln. Shout out to Bay City Delis. Is that what it's called? Bay City Delis. That's one thing I love about Sweden, is just the order in stores and other places like that because of the queue number. Third thing I love about Sweden is the public transportation.
Seriously.
Especially compared to LA, where in LA you're going half a mile.
Crowded.
Oh, I gotta get an Uber. I have to drive my car for 5 minutes and then spend 20 minutes looking for parking.
Yep.
In Sweden, or in Gothenburg at least, you walk to the nearest corner basically, and there's either a bus or a tram station. You don't even need to check the timetables. You just know that there's going to be a bus coming every 5 minutes, and it'll take you wherever you need to go.
Yeah.
It's so convenient.
I need to find a video that kind of talk a little bit more about the transportation, because I believe just in the Netherlands, because their trams are almost like continuous, their bus stations and stuff. I don't think I did Sweden. I did the little subway thing, but I don't think not the tram.
Amazing.
People have cars and people commute sometimes to work and stuff. The amount of buses and trams there are is just great, and you can go anywhere you want.
And the train system too. Like if you want to go to Norway or Copenhagen, you just you go down to the train station. There's a train leaving every half an hour. You jump on the train.
Yeah, and it's like $20 or something to go to Norway.
Yeah.
Dang, that's not
$20 to go
bad.
to Stockholm, $20 to go to Copenhagen.
One thing I love about Sweden is the public transportation. We need better of it in LA for sure.
Man, that means I can, if I visit Sweden, I can go a couple of places, just hop on the train, especially if I'm there a while. I can visit the 3 other countries
Fourth
around
thing
there.
I absolutely love about Sweden is healthcare. Free healthcare. It just blows my mind America does still not have free healthcare. And I know
crazy.
people are pushing for it. It's a right of every human, I feel like. I mean, you have
Yeah,
you have a free police service, a free fire service, effectively free post service, free schools.
He got a point.
Education. I had a minor operation just a couple weeks ago, and I went to the Vård Central. It's like the local hospital, and I went to go pay, and the girl's like, "It's 100 SEK." I'm like, "Okay, $100." They're like, "No, 100 SEK, which is $9 US."
Yeah.
Like no questions asked, just $9 US.
And that's
surgery.
for a surgery. $9.
And I already know what the haters are saying, like, "Oh, but what about all the taxes you pay over there, you damn socialist?" And the funny thing is, and this is not an exaggeration, I paid more in taxes in California, in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Most definitely, California is. Hey, let me just say, everybody that live in California are trying to move to Texas because it's cheaper. It's expensive, but cheaper. It's cheaper than Los Angeles. I mean, not even I'll just saying but California is super expensive. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy expensive.
This is not an exaggeration. I paid more in taxes in California, in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Between the federal tax, the state income tax, Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, payroll tax, like the other tax that Santa Monica has.
Dang.
The fifth thing I love about Sweden is another small thing, but I love it. You can drink out of the tap. The tap water is so clean and safe that like you don't have to buy bottled water. If you go skiing in the U.S., you're up in the Rocky Mountains and the Sierra Nevadas, you can drink right out of the tap. Well, that's like what all of Sweden is like.
Yeah.
It's just super clean, tasty, cold tap water.
Yeah, I love how cold it is. That's what I noticed the difference when I lived in America, that if you are in any way drinking from the tap, it never gets cold and it tastes really bad.
Yeah, that's a fact. I feel like it depends on where you at. Certain places, I ain't gonna lie, they can have some very, very cold water. Maybe like school. I mean, not everybody water fountain. I wouldn't trust everybody water fountain first and foremost here, but yeah, they do got a point. Some of them, especially if it's warm, that means all the other ones are warm. It's nasty.
Water in LA is, I don't know how many chemicals are like. The sixth thing I love about Sweden is that everyone takes off their shoes when you go inside.
Okay.
I love that. Like when I was living in LA, I would try to get my roommates to do it and try to get everyone I know when they're coming over. It's just a no-brainer for me. You're treading around in the dirt and the asphalt and all the oil that the cars drip around. You don't want your shoes inside the house, getting on your rug and on your hardwood floor. For whatever reason, it's a Swedish tradition, much like in Asia, where you take off your shoes and you come in a house. And for that reason, the house is sparkling. It's always clean.
Yeah. I think that in California, at least, like it's always good weather. So maybe people don't, like in Sweden, for example, like if it's raining, it's snowing. Of course, you can't wear those shoes inside. Whereas in California, it's good weather, so people don't think about it. But
It's
She
so
has a
funny to
point.
go to
She
a
has
Swede's
a
house
point.
if they're having a party or something.
Yeah.
There's 30 pairs of shoes at the front door.
If
You
you
have to walk over all the shoes to get inside.
if you would ever walk in with shoes at a party like that, people would be like,
Yeah.
"What the hell is that guy doing?
Such a
He's
small, simple
mental."
thing. Such a small, simple thing. I absolutely love it. In Sweden, you take off your shoes before you go inside. Seventh thing I love about Sweden is that it's safe. It's really safe. There's barely any guns here, so you don't really ever... Like in LA, for example, even in Santa Monica, a very wealthy sort of area of LA, you're walking around and you're kind of just like, oh, why is there so many homeless people here? Like, is someone gonna rob me at gunpoint? It's just kind of always on edge of like crime and everything. And in Sweden, it's just so safe, just in general. Like, there's just not that much crime.
I think there's a few murders happening every year. I don't know the exact number. I think in LA.
There's like 15 murders a day in LA.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's insane.
The gun thing is just out of control. And again, that's like a whole nother video we could go on about. But
The guns. in
He's
America.
speaking facts.
before we go on to the next thing, I just want to say, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to click subscribe, click the like button. And if you have any questions for us or any comments, leave them in the comment section below. The eighth thing I love about Sweden, or I don't know if this goes for all Sweden, but Gothenburg, is that it's very international. I play soccer on Saturdays down at the local park, and I'm playing with people from South Africa, people from Mexico, people from Chile, people from China, people from Indonesia, people from India, people from
Dang.
Saudi Arabia. It's very international.
Yeah.
Like this city is Gothenburg. It's really cool. And at my work,
Gothenburg.
I'm not the only foreigner. There's I'd say more than half the company is foreign. So it's pretty easy for a foreigner to fit in here. English is spoken widely. So
Yeah.
the ninth thing I love about Sweden is work-life balance. At work. It's kind of
Very
but
important.
Work-life
basically, the vacation days. In the States, you get 2 weeks vacation a year. I mean, think about that. That is insane.
2 out of 52.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Very insane. And most people, like, because most jobs too, like most companies, they don't want to hire a certain amount, like more people, because they don't want to pay people. So they'll have that person, even though 2 weeks, like it's hard to find the 2 weeks to take off because they need you at work. That's another issue. I mean, they need you at work and you can't even take off.
And if you want to enjoy a country to its utmost, you have to spend at least 2 weeks in a country to really get to know it. So it's basically impossible to be a traveler world. And live in the United States.
And to see the world. I mean, how are you supposed to go from the US to Southeast Asia or to Europe or like Africa if you only have 2 weeks?
For example, like the day before Christmas you take off, the day after Thanksgiving you take off, like you take off one day
here and there
to make a 3-day weekend. So you spend a week doing that and then you have a week left to
week
travel.
I mean, you don't even get to calm down in a week.
And in Sweden it's a minimum, the very minimum is 5 weeks, and most jobs get 6 weeks. And so that's why Swedes are so well traveled. And the other thing too is just like in the US, the taboo around traveling. You write to your boss like, hey, I'm thinking about taking a week off to go to Mexico. They're like, oh, you're going to take a whole week off? Like, all right, go ahead. You're entitled to it. And it's like a big deal to take a week off.
He's speaking facts. But I can't say the last job I worked at, they were, when I took my time, you know, they let me take my time. But some people do be like that. Like, dang, it's a problem when you start adding a couple of days on it.
Go ahead, you're entitled to it. And it's like a big deal to take a week off work. Whereas here in Sweden, people are like, yeah, I'm going to Costa Rica for 2 weeks. Like, not going to be on email. See ya. The boss is like, yeah, me too. I'll go too, actually.
Yeah. They're like, go, relax, take a few weeks off and just come back.
Hey, I like that. I don't... Hey, I'm leaving. Well, I'm going with you, buddy. You need somebody to come with you? Let me go too.
Actually,
yeah, they're like, go, relax, take a few weeks off, and just come back with new energy.
The work-life balance.
Do your job even better. And that's another thing.
Pretty
like,
dope.
You're doing your job better if you get some new perspective. You get
come on
to see
now. She's speaking. She's speaking facts.
Energy from
speaking
traveling,
truth.
and you know.
My fault. I'm talking over her, but she's speaking. She's speaking truth. Like if you get some rest, you're gonna be more productive. You're gonna be more, you're gonna actually love doing the work that you do. I don't care how much everybody else hate it, but because you got some rest, you're gonna be able to be productive.
And that's another thing. Like you're doing your job better if you get some new perspective. You get to see another country. You get some more energy from traveling, and you'll do your job better when you get back.
More fresh, more productive. You're less.
More D vitamin in your face.
Yeah, exactly. Again, the 2 week vacation thing in America just wasn't working for me.
Ain't enough.
I have 6 weeks at my job, and it's pretty amazing. You can do like.
The 10th and final thing I love about Sweden is Swish. Swish is like Venmo. It's an app that you can use to pay people. But not only can you pay your friends, you can also pay restaurants. You can pay your bills. You can pay stores. The adoption rate is 100%. Like
I think I heard somebody mention this in another video. That's pretty cool.
You can pay your bills. You can pay stores. The adoption rate is 100%. Like every single person has Swish.
Everyone has Swish.
And it's not weird to use Swish. It's like, oh yeah, I'll just Swish you for that. Or if you're at the restaurant, like, yeah, in fact,
great.
Swish is, I mean, they don't, like, I have been here 3 months. I haven't even seen physical paper cash, like physical paper currency. They don't, it's becoming like a cashless society.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know. It's cool. It's convenient.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah. You just swish everything.
That's what's swish.
And I think that's all for today.
I think that's all for today. That's the 10 things that Americans or that this American loves about Sweden. What should we do for the next video? If you have an idea for our next video, leave it in the comment section and we read all the comments. So we'll do that video next.
I have a good one.
What is it?
Maybe how we met.
Okay.
Oh, that could be a cool one.
But
that's pretty dope. I like this channel. I'm gonna have to subscribe to my guy Evan Thomas. That was pretty good. They were speaking facts. I ain't gonna lie. They were speaking facts. just the differences, especially from what I just hear from everybody else in the comments about Sweden or the Swedes that live there, you know. So he's speaking facts because I can definitely relay how it is here in the States, how much different it is, and how much more it could be convenient for everybody, you know. Like they said, like Swedes, they take off, they use their time when they need it, and it's not a problem. Here, it's a problem, which is not good because, like she mentioned, if you want somebody to be energized, loving their work, being productive, give them a break. You know, just get a break, be revived. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I have. If y'all want to add something, hit me up in the comments. Let me know some other different things that you may know. But that's all I have. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Send me more recommendations. And y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.